Oh my gosh, what is up, you guys? I can't believe I've never done this. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear me. Oh my god. Hey party people, welcome to another weird little video. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you so much for Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you so much for subscribing if you do. If you don't, you should. Today, I just wanted to do kind of a chit chat and maybe talk about my favorite August things. I almost said July. Whew. I feel like my last Wednesday video was kind of a bummer, which is okay. Sometimes life is a bummer. But I am feeling much better this week. I've gotten caught up on my sleep, and I have been kind of finding helpful ways to deal with my anxiety and stuff, so I'm feeling a lot better. I'm also looking forward to a 3-day weekend, which, I don't know, for me that makes all the difference in the world. It makes it so much easier to just deal with day-to-day stress and anxiety when I know that I have something to look forward to at the end of the week. So that's kind of nice. I guess my point was I wanted to kind of talk about some of my favorite things right now, because last week was kind of wah. So anyway, we're in my car obviously, and I was just gonna take you guys with me. I'm gonna go get something to eat and pick something up from the store. Basically, I'm just running errands before I go to work. So join me, my friends. We're just gonna be sideways while I drive. I hope that's okay with you guys, cause that's the way it is. Okay, fun. I can't decide if I should zoom myself in. Oh, I should also wear my glasses while I drive. Distracted driving! My camera really doesn't want to just stay. Just chill, though. I thought I was gonna be, really successfully filming myself driving, but... yeah. Stay there. Okay. So... I am at Safeway right now for a really specific reason, because there's something on my August favorites that I need to pick up here. Because I don't want to just tell you what it is, I want to show you what it is. So I'm going to run inside and get it. First, I'm going to start with the big hot ticket item. Hey guys, so sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to mention that I do know that my foundation looks insane in this part of the video, but that's because it was 1,000,000 degrees outside and I was melting, so I apologize. Alright, enjoy the rest of the video. I can't oversell this enough. This is what I went into the store for. This is what you've all been waiting for. Are you ready? Root beer. Just good old-fashioned root beer, guys. So, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I quit drinking Diet Coke at this point, a couple months ago. It's been a while. And I'm super duper proud of myself. I haven't really been doing anything with artificial sweeteners. I'll occasionally do a sugar-free Red Bull. Don't come for me. It's a weekend thing. But sometimes I just really want to have a tasty sarsaparilla. You know what I'm saying? It's just such a good summery thing. What is better than a burger, fries, and root beer? Literally nothing. So this is a special treat for me. I am pretty proud of myself though, because I haven't been procrastinating at all on my filming. Because I have this 3-day weekend and we're actually leaving town. I'm trying to get a little bit more prepared and get a little ahead of myself, which is not normal for me. I'm such a big procrastinator. And anyway, I'm treating myself with food like a dog. Oh, I haven't had a Dad's root beer in a while. This is pretty good. And if I'm being completely honest, this is lukewarm. I did not get it out of a cold case. I just got it lukewarm. This is delightful. Okay, I'll say one more thing about root beer and then we'll move on. I've actually been trying to talk Luke into doing a root beer taste test video, and he is against it. He doesn't like root beer, similar to how he doesn't like black licorice. I was able to convince him to do the black licorice taste test, which at the end, if you've seen that video, which I'll link right here, he does admit at the end that he was starting to enjoy black licorice, which was a big win for me because, I mean, if somebody doesn't like black licorice, that's a pretty hard thing to convince them to enjoy. Like, that takes a lot of, like, time. It's definitely an acquired taste, so that was a proud moment for me. But I'm, like, pretty sure that if we were to do a root beer taste test, it would be able to have a similar effect. Like, he just needs to, you know, take his time with it and really savor the experience. So I'm still working on him. I think I might be able to talk him into doing it because I really want to do it, because it's one of those things where it's like people are like, oh, you know, Thomas Kemper's the best, or Henry Weinhardt's the best, or Dad's is the best, Barks is the best, and it's like, I want to actually know. Like, I know now which kind of black licorice is the best, which, if you want to find out which brand it is, you gotta go watch that video. Anyway, cars are starting to surround me and I'm getting a little bit nervous, so I think I'm gonna go find a different place to film because I'm embarrassed. Okay, hold on. Okay, new location, new favorite thing. So the next thing on my August favorites list is a TV show that I've been watching that isn't brand new, but the new season has just come out, and that is Mindhunter. Something I haven't really shared on my channel very much that I hope to share more of in the future is that I'm kind of obsessed with, like, true crime, like everybody else. I feel like it's kind of big these days, but I love true crime. I've always loved, like, history and, like, historical, nonfiction and fiction, like, just anything that's, like, nostalgic just does something to me. So Mindhunter is awesome because it basically goes into the stories of the FBI agents who sort of, like, coined the term serial killer and who studied the first serial killers to find, like, patterns and to help them track down other serial killers. So some serial killers that are featured in it are, like, Ed Kemper and even, like, Charles Manson, BTK, people like that. So it's, like, just fascinating. And it's directed by David Fincher, who has directed some, like, amazing movies in the genre, like I think Seven and The Social Network. So he's just got, like, a really dark, spooky, creepy style. Mostly it's sort of like a drama that goes into the lives of the FBI agents, but there are some moments in the show where it's, like, bone-chillingly scary, and it always catches you off guard, and I just so appreciate that because I am really difficult to scare, just because this is, like, the type of content that I consume, so I really appreciate being scared. So thank you, Mindhunter. You're an August favorite. I totally binged that second season super fast, and even Luke, who, he doesn't watch a ton of TV, like, the TV that I watch, I usually watch solo, and he even is super into Mindhunter too, so the Lucas stamp of approval. Still enjoying this sarsaparilla. The next thing on my list is actually a podcast that I've been listening to. I've been really enjoying The Dollop. The Dollop has been on my radar for a long time because I love sort of, like, comedy crossover podcasts, like whether it be, like, comedy true crime or, like, comedy history. And this is actually, like, a comedy history podcast, so it's exactly up my alley. They talk about really, really ridiculous stuff. Like I say, these are stories from history, but these aren't, like, textbook history stories. It's like they talk about, for example, the episode that I wanted to feature is, I don't know why I said it like that, is about the nudists. So it's sort of like the history of nudism, which is something you just, like, I didn't know anything about. It was just, like, a super hysterical episode. If you haven't ever listened to that podcast, I would definitely recommend starting there, and then going back in history and start from the beginning, because that's what I've been doing and I'm really enjoying it. I have a tendency to just blow through podcasts. Like, I just can't control myself. I just listen to them so fast and then I'm devastated and I don't know where to go next. So I'm so happy with this podcast because there's a lot of content to get through and I am here for it. The next thing on my August favorites, which actually just came out, so it's really like an end of August favorite, is Taylor Swift's new album. Hear me out. I'm not, like, the hugest Taylor Swift fan. Like, I do appreciate what she brings to the table. I really liked 1989. Like, I thought that album was amazing. Since then, though, I've been pretty unimpressed. And I was definitely unimpressed with the singles that came out from this new album, but since the full album dropped, I've been listening to it nonstop. It's incredible. I would play you songs from it, but I can't. And so that's really all I have to say. But if you, I don't know, if you like pop music, if you're like, you know, if you are unconvinced by Taylor Swift, you know, just give her a try. Give her a chance. It's always the case. It is always the case with every Taylor Swift album that I've ever liked. You listen to it once and you're like, oof, that was underwhelming. And then you just keep it on because it's just on, and then you love every song. It's the most bizarre thing. I think that I mean, she has to be doing some sort of like mind control or something, which I'm fine with. I'll be your subject. That's fine. Taylor, you can have me. And I guess the last thing that I really just wanted to mention is my favorite little like pop culture tidbit of the month, which is that there's gonna be a Lizzie McGuire reboot. There's so many things obviously that I love about that. It's all my childhood dreams come true. 12-year-old Katie Finlay is squealing. One thing that I realized, because I was like sort of reading about it in preparation for this video because I knew I wanted to mention it, I didn't realize it was going to be another show. I thought it was going to be a movie, but it's actually going to be like a show on Disney's new streaming channel, or streaming service, Disney Plus. So that's kind of incredible. It's supposed to be like Lizzie living in New York City in her early 30s, and she's like an interior decorator's apprentice or something like that. And she's still just finding her way. I can't even talk about it without getting emotional. I'm interested to see what they do with it. I know that in the Lizzie McGuire movie, which was the last that we saw of Lizzie, she and Gordo kissed. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I hope they're not together in the new show because I think that that would just be silly and unrealistic. And I don't think that that's what they're gonna do. But when I was doing my reading, I did see that I think the actors that play Gordo and Miranda are gonna be in the new show, which is incredible. And also, I saw an interaction online between Lizzo, if you don't know who Lizzo is, I don't know what to tell you, between Lizzo and Hilary Duff, where Lizzo was like, oh my gosh, can I please make a cameo? And Hilary Duff's like, done, like, you're in the show. So expect Lizzo to be in the Lizzie McGuire reboot. Like, I just couldn't be more happy about this. It truly brings a smile to my heart. But I think that's it for my August favorites. I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And what's realer than a glass bottle of root beer that is really warm at this point because it is hot. I was so excited because the weather's been starting to like kind of start to cool down. Having some days where it doesn't get above 80. It's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. But I just looked at the forecast for tomorrow and the high is 100 degrees. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna enjoy it because summer doesn't last forever. I hope you guys liked this weird little video. I wanted to do something a little bit different because I just wanted to do something different. I don't know if I'll necessarily do this every month, but I might if I have a bunch of stuff that I'm enjoying as much as I did this month. I'll make sure to share it with you guys somewhere, some way, somehow. As always, I love you and I would do anything for you. I hope that you'll come find me on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me everywhere at Finley Tucker. I'm gonna be going on a little tiny mini vacation this weekend, which I'll probably show you in next Wednesday's video. In Monday's video, Luke and I are going to be watching another Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. So buckle up for that. If you haven't been watching my Mary-Kate and Ashley movie marathon series, you should check that out because it's a lot. It's a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week with another weird little video. Bye.